students and parents, I welcome you for a short presentation on what to choose, the choice of subject and what career one has to choose. Today, if you look at, most often the parents and students are much confused what kind of a subject his son or a daughter has to choose after 10th standard or after plus 2, which are very, very crucial to go for a higher educations. See, normally what is happening, it is also very pathetic situations. Parents first decide their course rather than the career, which is totally wrong. Many parents feels that this my son or daughter has scored very good marks in all subjects and I don't mind, I can put them into any chosen field and they will perform, which is ultimately wrong because the students may be thinking otherwise. And on another end, there are average students who are scoring 50 or 60%. Again, those parents are critically get under the pressures of their relatives, friend circle, teacher circle, and these are all the courses not available. Your son, your daughter can only go into these courses and particularly forced to study, which actually they don't like at all. So, neither parents are convinced nor students are convinced, but they are pushed into situations they have left with no choices of their interest, and finally they study unhappily throughout their career. So, to avoid this confusion, it is very, very crucial. First, keep a person's career in mind, then choose the subject of interest. So, it is not easily possible because your son or daughter will behave some way in schools and some other way at home. With a friend circle, he act differently. With a relative circle, he behave differently. So, you may not be able to conclude that he is particularly interested on this field or he may perform. So, there will be a total confusion. So, what one has to do, there is a scientific and psychological evaluation way you can understand where the student's strength lies in the 4 parameters. Say for example, aptitude, interest, something called internal motivators, and his personalities. So, out of all these 3 angles, this internal motivator something is very, very important because normally when a child grows over a period of time during the schooling or is outside the society circle or the relative circle and they look at the outside world, they always keep somebody, some personality's mind. I want to become like that person. I want to become a leading businessman. I want to become a leading statesman. I want to be a good teacher. They also have somebody's in mind in the different trade. So, ultimately their inner desire will always subconsciously tell them they have to become like this. So, keeping all this in mind, so how you conclude which real subject will take your son or daughter in a greater height, ultimately put them in a better career. There is a great psychometric and career assessment test available. There are a lot of similar tests available. I would find some test which is findings very interesting that some of the report I will share eventually. So, this is the test. What it does actually, these are all 2 hours test. The questionnaire which is comprises of various skill set with aptitude, with interest, very psychologically based the questionnaire has been set. A student has to take just 1.5 hours to 2 hours, take an instant test. They can do it in the classroom and they can do it over online as well. And when they do go through this test and they have to honestly sit and honestly do themselves without the support of anybody. It's just like that. I can give an example. If somebody goes to a doctor, the doctor for any disease, he is not going to treat them immediately without having an adequate scan report or a medical report or blood report or any suitable report. After assessing all the reports only, he fixes what is the symptoms and how the disease can be cured. This is the same. So, before choosing a lifelong career, it's a one good step. You can put your word through this test. The test will give exactly what is his aptitude and where is his interest lies, what is his internal motivators, finally trigger him all the time internally, and whether he has a requisite skills to carry along with that course which can take them through a better career. If you really look at even aptitude, that the test reports, you will be amazed to know that within the aptitude it is classifying where the strong his aptitudes are very, very strong, which are the areas. Say for example, spatial aptitude or a mechanical aptitude or a numerical aptitude, biological area, his aptitude is very strong. Similarly, in the interest, where his interest lies very strongly in the medicinal field or in the law field or economics field. Coming to this personality, whether he is an introvert or he is an extrovert, whether he can cope up when he chosen that career. Finally, whether his personality supports, because personality traits vary from person to person, where they hail from and how they have been brought up in the society, and with so many factors is affecting personality. So finally, with all these reports, one could able to interpret that where he will fit it, because the report also comes with the graphs as well as with the descriptive. In all these 4 areas with the sub classifications, very clearly detailed report is coming, finally giving a conclusion on 10 different areas, whether it is in law or biological sciences or economics or management, sociology. So there are 10 different fields which is giving a clear mirror image that where is his aptitude. Say for example, in his engineering, his aptitude shows 80%, whether the interest also supporting 80%, his internal motivator is saying 80% or 70%, his personality also supporting always 60%, it's fine. But that similarly, it will also give various results on the different areas. Finally, with all these combination, we have to do a permutation combination matrix. Okay, this is the interest areas. Most of the parents, finally, it is good if they keep that career decision based on the interest. Once the interest is there and the internal motivator support, the aptitude and personality can be always developed, because small shortcomings will be always there, which we can correct the students at an early stage. Students can easily overcome any shortcomings at an early stage rather than later. So it will be better to go for such a test and then choose the career based on this test, then choose the subject of interest, and I am sure they will be guaranteed to succeed in their life throughout. So I wish and I hope that you would have heard me patiently and certainly will take it seriously and will benefit out of that. Thank you very much.